Welcome to Friday Five, where I interview great people, but only with five great questions in no more than 5 minutes, in an effort for all of us to motivate, inspire, and learn from each other to grow professionally and personally. Today, I welcome former colleague and dear friend Scott Black. Scott is married with two adult children plus two adult stepchildren. Scott has a bachelor's degree from the University of Maryland and has been working with finance executives for over 30 years, the last 12 with ADP. In 2018, he changed roles and headed south to Tampa, Florida. Not a bad place to end up, right, Scott?
I love it here. I do love it here in Tampa.
So, how did you make the decision to make a move from the DC area to Florida?
You know, it might have been preordained for most of my life. So I'm really fortunate. I have an adopted grandmother. Her name is Mrs. Kennard. She turned 99 this year. She lives in Florida here, but at the time we grew up in Maryland. She was good friends with my dad. And in 1975, she took me and my sister on a 2-week trip to Florida on the auto train. We went to Disney World, Sarasota, and I got to tell you, I still have great memories of going to Cape Canaveral and just seeing all of Florida back then. And I've always just had an affection for Florida. I thank her for that.
So, you took advantage when the opportunity presented itself.
I sure
What
did.
advice do you share with people thinking about moving for their careers?
Yeah. So for me, it was geography. And it may be different for other people, but for me, it was the geography. My brother lives in Cape Coral. He's been down here for 7 months. I visited down here to Nokomis and this west coast of Florida, and it's just the Gulf is beautiful. It's always breezy. The sunsets are gorgeous, and I just always had in the back of my mind that someday I wanted to be in a different geography, and I thought the west coast of Florida would be it. So that's what made it easier for me is finding the geography.
Well, good for you and ADP. What has been your strategy to keep growing your business during COVID?
Yeah, it's been tough. So in the beginning, it was really tough for me. I cover Jacksonville, Orlando, and Tampa. I've got 3 offices and 3 ADP teams that I support. So I'm in the car and I'm driving a lot and I'm going to appointments. And then comes March, you don't go anywhere. Office is closed. So I've had to adapt and learn how to be on camera, have good lighting, practice, presenting and being able to show a presentation and talk at the same time, walk and chew gum. And one thing I read and I've done differently, I've been on LinkedIn a long time and I've shared a lot of professional things. I've run seminars and webinars over the years. And for the last few months, I've put more personal stuff on there. So this year I've had a couple milestones. My parents celebrated the 60th wedding anniversary. My daughter got her first job. Do you know those posts on LinkedIn got thousands of views and probably the most common thing I've posted in the last 10 years. So I
Well,
think
you look great on camera, Scott, and I agree it's a great idea to share your personal side on your professional social media. That's a great idea. What's the best part of what you do every day?
collaboration. I love the team that I work for. I think I tease sometimes that ADP, and I'm careful with my words, stands for a lot of darn people. And I like the folks that I support. I'm kind of in a support role, but we're selling comprehensive services, which is people and technology. So it's the collaboration with them, it's working with the clients, it's just the teamwork together to uncover what is needed and then bring solutions that help our clients have positive business outcomes.
Well, that's great that you're able to keep that going even virtually today. Anything you want to share or pitch today?
Yeah, so I don't want to sound like a sales guy, but I've been doing it for a long time, for over 30 years. So I work for ADP Comprehensive Services. I support the major accounts with clients between 150 and 1,000 employees. And I would say the number one thing that we do is we help clients uncover things about their business that they probably already knew, but they just hadn't looked through it through a different lens. And we help them translate their talent strategy into the technology and then give them the people to keep it going. So companies that are fast growing or have bandwidth. I recently helped a company in North Florida that bought a potato chip factory. It's the second largest generic potato chip manufacturer in the country, and he needed HR help and learning, and we're going to help them grow. They're going to go from about 150 employees to about 400 very quickly. So that's the fun part, and that's the pitch. That's what we help clients do. Thanks.
Well, you know I'm still a huge fan of ADP, and there's no one better. Say hello to Carlos for me. Thank you for joining Friday 5 today. See you next week with another great guest, and happy Halloween.
Thank you, Gabriel.